Now that's how you start the playoffs. Yes, it's huge that they took both games in Bridgeport. Connecticut? It is in Connecticut. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm pretty smart. Or you have Google. Oh, like you know where Bridgeport is off the top of your head. The Toronto Marlies win Game 2 over the Bridgeport Sound Tigers by a score of 3-0. They are up 2-0. They need one more to move on to round 2. I gotta tell you though, I'm not totally sure how I felt about this game. I want to say it was a more complete effort than Game 1, so they played better. What was the problem? We'll get to that a little later. I think I figured it out actually. The Marlies come out of the gate, first 5 minutes or so, another slow start just like in Game 1, but this time it wasn't as bad and it was a little shorter. For the most part, it was the Sound Tigers getting hemmed in their own zone. It was the Marlies applying pressure, the Marlies getting scoring chances, a much better first period. That and they were losing this time. Little over halfway through the second period, the Marlies find themselves on the penalty kill for shame. And you're about to find out how amazing Connor Brown is. Scored the 4th goal and dagger in Game 1 on the breakaway, and in this one, short-handed breakaway. Barreling in, partial break, Stephen Williams stops it, and then Connor Brown gets his own rebound, 1-0 Marlies. And this is what a classy dude Connor Brown is. He does that thing that all great goal scorers do, where he scores and then he goes, yeah! He points at someone, he's like, I know I scored the goal, but it was all you, buddy, all you. Here's the thing. No, Connor, it was all you. That was an unassisted goal. If you go back and watch the highlights, which I will post down below, and I will actually do this time, I'm sorry I forgot for Game 1, the Sound Tigers tried to send the puck to the point. The puck skips over a stick, goes out into the neutral zone, Connor Brown gets it. I mean, Andrew Campbell was in there doing stuff, but he didn't pass the puck. I just had to admire the class of a guy who points to his teammates when he scores an unassisted shorty. Third period. There were a couple changes to the lineup in this one. Soshnikov starting on the first line, but also Tobias Lindberg out and Kasperi Kapanen in. Leafs fans, you can all stop freaking out. Third period, he gets the puck in the corner in the offensive zone. He's got lots of time and space, and he sends the puck into Ben Smith in the slot. Smith with a backhand that, I mean, let's be honest, Stephen Williams should have had it, but whatever, it was a goal in the playoffs, yeah! We don't know how to react to those things around here. Great feed from Kapanen, Ben Smith getting on the score sheet, and it's a 2-0 Marlies lead. Now let's just talk about it. Kasperi Kapanen getting scratched and then being back in. Let's ignore the foot injury, let's ignore that he blocked a shot and the x-rays came back negative. Let's pretend that's not even a factor, and it very well may not be. It's a ridiculously stacked team, and if you look at the roster on paper, there isn't a huge talent gap between guys on like the first or fourth line. And it's the playoffs. Guys are gonna struggle to get into the lineup every night. Who's always the first to go? Yes, correct. The youngest guys. Unless they're William Nylander, and there are very few William Nylanders. In fact, on the Marlies, only William Nylander is William Nylander. So, Kapanen sits Game 1. He goes out. Tobias Lindberg, who is 20 years old, he sits in Game 2. Look, in Leafs Nation, we're not used to having this cursed blessing called depth, but it is a reality of deep teams, especially in the American Hockey League. Third period, the Marlies show why they're first place, again, just like they did in Game 1. In both games in the third period, the Sound Tigers had multi-goal deficits. They should be the team attacking. They should be the team getting all the chances, have all the pressure. Nope. Marlies outshoot him again, this time 12-6. With just over 2 minutes left to play, Bridgeport net empty, Connor Brown snipes it into the open cage. That's his second of the game, third of the series. The Marlies win 3-0, and they get to go to Game 3, which is in Toronto. Speaking of which, what was missing in this game? I mean, Garrett Sparks was in net, huh? See, I told you they would alternate. He got 31 saves for the shutout. You know, that was pretty exciting, I guess. Connor Brown, 2 goals. That was pretty exciting, I guess. Why didn't this feel like a playoff game? Why did this feel so lackluster? If I may offer a theory. So, I watched this game on Leafs TV. They just carried the Jumbotron feed from Bridgeport. Would you like to see what that looked like? All right, here's the in-arena host for the Bridgeport Sound Tigers doing an in-arena promo. Yep, front and center, there's the in-arena host, and you may notice in the background, a sea of empty seats! Come on, Steve, it's not all empty seats. You see, there are some businessmen sitting in the background in their suits. Oh wait, those are the Marlies scratches. Yes, Tobias Lindberg, Colin Smith, I don't know who the others are. I don't know if you watched the game, watch the highlights, just take a look at the stands. The announced attendance was 3,008 people. What? Are you sure you're not sneaking in a zero there? There's no way there were even 300 people there. This reminds me of the early days of the Marlies, and now the Marlies get great crowds. Game 3 is going to be rocking, probably going to be a sellout, almost for sure. Early days of the Marlies, it wasn't such an easy draw. There were nights where I was just a little blogger starting out, but I got my press pass. I'm in the media box, and old TVK, Trevor Van Notzenberg, the Toronto Marlies media guy back then, he walks into the press box, and he's like, "All right, guys, announce attendance 3,000." And I would just look into the stands and go, "Trevor, don't insult my intelligence, Trevor. There are not 3,000 people out there. If there are half of that, I will eat my hat." Of course, now I'm still blogging, and he's the media guy for the Tampa Bay Lightning, so what do I know? So the X factor, I think, for Game 3, stats be damned, X's and O's be damned, you, the fans, going nuts in the stands. Which, you better enjoy it, because if the Marlies win, that's it. That's a sweep. They move on to round 2. You don't get another home game until round 2. It's playoff hockey in Toronto, folks. Don't pass that up. So question of the game. Do you think Kapanen did enough to stay in the lineup for Game 3? You know what? I really liked him out there. He was one of the more noticeable guys, in my opinion. And similarly, he got a shutout. Do you go back to Garrett Sparks for Game 3? Or do you go back to Antoine Bibeau, who actually didn't get a shutout, but probably made some more impressive saves in Game 1? Oh, it's just such a beautiful problem to have. I'm not used to it. I'm really not. So that is it for this edition of MFR. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. And I will see you next time. Oh, by the way. So Steve, you're not doing NHL playoff videos? No. I'm going to do them. I just got busy. And now I'm super, oh my God, behind. But it's okay. I'll catch up. I'll try.